Hi planner friends, this is my 5-year journal by Hobonichi Techo. It's from 2026 to 2030 and I have unboxed this video a few videos ago, so if you haven't watched that, feel free to give that a watch. This cover is so beautiful. So from what I've seen and read some of the comments saying there isn't a cover, like a clear cover to protect this cover, which is kind of unfortunate because I feel like because it's going to be like a 5-year planner, it's, you bring this around, eventually it will get dirty. But if there's any third party or any brand that also sell like some sort of like clear cover, please let me know. I would love to have like a clear cover protecting this cover. It's such a beautiful cover. I know in the previous video I kind of explained that I'm not sure what this character is doing. I thought it was fishing, but it turned out it's supposed to be salt, and clearly I did not read the description. I know some of you did mention it's in the description, and you're right, I didn't read it. But now I know at least it's salt. So everyone, this is salt and this is so beautiful. I love this design. And I know a lot of people didn't really cover the 5-year. I wonder why, because I tried looking up on like YouTube. There isn't like a lot of videos talking about the 5-year planner. It's because it's so like personal. It's a journal of 5 years, and not a lot of people like to share their journal, which is very understandable. One idea you can use is using the same question you ask yourself every year. You have a specific like prompt for each day and they would answer the same question. So that would be quite interesting to see if your answer changes each year. So I think that is one way of using it. I have actually printed out some of my journaling prompts, so I could do that. I could like cut out the prompts, and instead of gluing it in, I know the more stuff that you add into your planner or journal, it can eventually like expand, and that's very normal. Instead of gluing in a prompt, you can actually write it in the top line at the top, or you could also tape this or tuck it in, like tip it in. This is probably not the right size, but if you cut it to right size, you can actually like maybe use a washi tape or tape it in there if you like, and you can always remove it if you plan or if you're done using it. But anyways, I'm not sure if I will be, adding journaling prompts in there, but I think that is one of the great way of utilizing that. Another idea I saw on Instagram somewhere, someone used their 5-year to paint a picture of their day. So I found that was quite interesting. I think they used like watercolor or pencil crayons to color in and sketch in their each day and describing their highlight of day. So I think that's quite interesting. Maybe I could give it a try, maybe a few days, and see how that works. I'm thinking like maybe I something like really important that happened that specific day. I would draw or put stickers here, or picture would also work. I would love to see more ideas if possible. If anyone has any great ideas, that'll be great, because I'm still not sure on this side yet. But on the left, I'm thinking like I want to try out like sketching, a little coloring of like highlight of my day. I might write a few words here and there, but ideally I want to like focus more on like the highlight of the day, like something like summarize my day. I would like open this, and then like anything that's important, that's highlight my day, I'll copy that information and put in here. Yeah, so this journal will be almost like a high level overview of the days that had happened. And so I'll be using my everyday planner to capture the mundane tasks, and I would journal a little bit in there. So I'll capture like a summary and I would split it back in this section. And then on the right page, I mentioned earlier, I just still not quite sure how I'm going to use it. I'm thinking like if I really value that day, I may add a few pictures, but I'll be very mindful not to put too much because I have like 5 more years in total to use this planner. So I can imagine this planner gonna be like so big and expanded. So I might, instead of using picture, I might paint or draw or sketch in this area to link it back to the specific day. But I might not do it for every single day. It's just only the days that are very important and that something happened that's really important, that I really value and cherish, then I would do that. Page almost gives me an idea. You can use it for vision board. You can write your goals in the beginning of a year and at the end how you feel. Like I feel like there's so much possibility you can use this page for. And especially at the bottom it says bookmark. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to write, like sum up like which day were really important for that year. You can write it down in here if there's enough space for you. If not, you can always expand into this area. I still haven't figured out yet how I'm planning on using this yearly page. I feel like I might go for like how I vision for that year to begin with, and then summarize at the end of the year how did I feel at the end of the year. I feel like that's a really fun way to look back on what I thought that I would vision for that year, and the end is like a summary, like did it really happen or did it not, or did something bad happen or did something good happen. You know, good and bad will be like all on this one single year page, and I feel like this is enough. Like, you just need one page to really summarize that year. Ways to, so many possibility to use this page. And then this page here, it says remember this. This is very interesting. I feel like it's so simple, yet there's so much meaning to this page. Remember this. So maybe there's really important date that really happened. So you can really write down this is a day or the year. You put in here. Maybe at the end of all the 5 years, I can write it in here, or when it happened, then I write it in here. I'm not sure yet. How do you plan on using this page for? Remember this. And then after that, obviously is like these. I think I showed this previous video, which is gifts, addresses, my list. So it could be like my favorite food at the time, maybe 2026 food, my favorite top 10 food, places I went to, maybe vacation. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. I am very curious how this will turn out, because like I always wonder, like day your life changes and you just wonder like what did I do, what did I eat this day, like 4 years ago. Exactly 4 years ago, what did I do, what did I eat, what was I wearing, what was, I don't know, anything. Those questions, I like, if you ask me now, I actually don't know. I have to go back to my planners to figure out what I did or do. So like I feel like this 5-year planner will be give good opportunity to capture that. I know some of you have mentioned you'll be capturing kids' memories, things that they say, do. I feel like that is such a good idea, and it's a great way to document your kids' development and things that they do, that the moments that you cherish that you don't want to forget. And that's beautiful. For me, I just still don't know. Should I write about my dogs? I could write about my dogs. So I can write about my dogs, or I write about my day. So there's so many ideas that you can do. Also do, there are other planner brands that do 5 years planners as well. I have seen other brands that also do similar concept like this, like 5 years. Like Midori also has something similar, and they don't have quotes. Really need to stick with Hobonichi. I was just very curious about it because I've been eyeing on this like for many years, but I know there's not a lot of videos talking about the 5-year planner. I know it's sometimes it can be very sensitive with the information that are written in the planner, but yeah, I'm excited. This is a 5-year until 2030. Gosh, 5 years already, 2030. That's kind of scary to think about. And thanks so much for watching. And if you like planning videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, planner friends.